Good evening. Good to see you again. Welcome to the replay. If you're watching on Periscope, we welcome you to share this with your Twitter followers. We are back with our Fresh Bread devotional blog, and I'm Myra Lowe King. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, we do invite you to subscribe so that you can stay in touch with us. And if you would like at this time, you could visit some of our previous broadcasts. We began starting a teaching for the year to prepare ourselves for 2017. Just getting our minds right as Christians is how we need to gear up and prepare for God's best and to receive God's best throughout this year. And on tonight, we want to talk about faithfulness, keeping the faith. We already talked about, having a peaceful mind and staying with joy so we can have strength to go through life, walking in love. And we talked about having forbearance and enduring one another and loving one another. But tonight we want to talk about faithfulness because we always want to say, just keep the faith, have faith. And that is a good thing, and that is a true thing. As Christians, we all kind of know that the definition of faith is found in the Bible in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, where it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the very evidence of things not seen." That substance is like a divine confirmation and a guarantee that something is fact, that you can touch it, that it's there. However, we know it's something that is not seen, it's not heard, it's not tangible yet, but our faith or our trust in a God who is divine and able to do all things is so sure and so strong that that thing will happen. That is what it means to talk about our faith spiritually and our Christian faith and our Christian walk. Also, we need to be faithful in our service to one another and our relationships to one another, faithful on our jobs. And even though we have a promise from God, what's written in the Bible, everything that's in there is a promise that, He will heal us, He will take care of us, He will be there for us. All of those things are wonderful, but we need to remain faithful even in the wait. So keep the faith. And that's what faith is all about, having a patience until you see something come to pass, until you see it come to fruition or manifest itself. Keep the faith until you and everyone else can see what you already know in your heart and mind will happen for sure. This is so key because it does tie into the other things we've been talking about. Sometimes people say, well, why do you take the time with that person? Well, God requires that I show agape love. And even though this person may not be loving me back, or they may be trying to still behave a little manipulatively, I still have a command from God to still love them. And it's not just a command like I have to do it. I desire to be good and to be nice to this person because something's keeping them from being able to behave that way. But it doesn't mean that I don't need to behave that way towards them. About keeping your joy, that's something that's you have to keep the faith in, because the Bible told us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. And so we have to be loyal to the fact that that is written in God's word and we can stand on it. And that if I receive God's joy, then from within me, I will always be in a permanent fixed position where I can have mental strength. And if necessary, even physical strength. We call it adrenaline, but that can come from us having a joy from God as well. So as you continue, we're about to end January, and as we continue through 2017 and go into the month of February, keep the faith. Whatever it is that God has promised that He's going to do in your life, I agree with you, and I put my faith with yours that it will happen and that it will come to pass. So as you enjoy the rest of your evening or the morning, wherever you are in the world on today, just stay encouraged, be encouraged, and remember to keep your peace, keep your joy, endure the things that have to be endured, and know that if you keep the faith, you shall see a manifestation of that which you are waiting for. Have a great Sunday night.